Right, let's go for it. Carl Gustav Jung is one of my heroes, mostly because he isn't Freud, but also because of his dream of Liverpool. Not only did he call Liverpool the pool of life, he even dreamed flowers in the right colour. Today, we continue our series based on the book The Rebirthing of God by John Philip Newell, by considering what it might mean to reconnect with the unconscious, hence our interest in Jung. Newell suggests that we must reconnect with the unconscious in order to release the world of dreams, myths and imagination, so that we are, quote, open to the well of what we do not yet know or what we have forgotten deep within, unquote. Jung, generally considered to be the founder of analytical psychology, believed that wholeness is only achieved by bringing the conscious and the unconscious parts of ourselves into relationship. He felt that we longed to bring what we do not yet know into the light of the conscious world, and that we could access the unconscious through dreams, intuition and imagination. In Jung's terminology, the conscious is what we know and are aware of, and the unconscious is what we do not yet know or have forgotten. The unconscious is divided into the personal unconscious, which is what we have known or experienced personally, but has slipped from our consciousness, and the collective unconscious, which can be thought of as a river of images, which Jung calls archetypes, flowing deep within the human soul. The collective unconscious is a common inheritance, which is universally present for everyone, everywhere, one world from which everything emerges. We must reconnect with that world in order to be whole. Jung saw the world as an unfolding of God, unfolding through paired opposites that are designed to complement each other, such as male and female, east and west, day and night, conscious and unconscious. But the Western world has emphasised their differences and torn them apart, making them incompatible with each other. Newell points out that our Western Christian inheritance focuses on the uniqueness of the individual, but forgets that we are part of the universal oneness. So a couple of weeks ago, Ruth was talking about wisdom from other traditions, and this is a quote from the chapter she was talking about. So the West is strong at not confusing us with God, at not forgetting that everything we essentially are is pure grace. But the East focuses on the sacredness of all life. In order to achieve wholeness, we need to view the world from both sides, to reconcile these apparent opposites. In the unconscious, opposites lie side by side, but in the conscious, they are separated. One of the benefits of accessing the unconscious is that it allows us to find ways of bringing these opposites back together. By serving the oneness that we are part of, we can begin to dream the Christian story onward. Drawing from the well of the unconscious will prevent the Christian myth from stagnating. The myth must flow, and tapping into the unconscious will help us to find new ways of understanding the Christian story, allowing it to live again. So, I thought it would be interesting to see what the collective unconscious of St. Bride's might reveal. So we're going to spend the next few minutes tapping into our own unconscious through guided meditation. What will emerge? What new insights might we gather? How might we be asked to change? So can I ask you to begin by getting into a comfortable position? Sit back in your chairs, uncross your legs, lay your hands loosely on your lap. You may wish to close your eyes. Take a moment to just become aware of your breathing. Imagine you have received an invitation from Jesus to join him for supper. The only instructions he gives you are, leave your house at dawn and walk straight ahead until twilight. So at dawn, you leave your house, and just outside you see an object on the ground. Look at it. Pick it up if you want to. What is it? What is it made of? Do you take it with you as you set out on your journey, or leave it where it lies? It is still early morning. Look around and observe your path. What is it made of? How far can you see in any direction? What can you see, hear, smell, touch? Now it is mid-morning, and you are faced with a body of water that must be crossed. What is it like? How big is it? Can you see to the other side? How do you get across? At noon, you feel that it is time to stop and eat. Ahead of you is a person. What do they look like? Is it someone you know? Do you speak with them? Do you share food with them? It is mid-afternoon, and you find yourself in front of a forest with a path running through it. What kind of trees is this forest made up of? How close together are they? What is the path like? Does it run straight? What can you see, hear, smell, touch? Now it is early evening, and ahead of you is an animal. What kind of animal is it? How do you react to it? Do you greet or avoid it? Perhaps it joins you as you continue your journey. It is twilight. You have arrived at the place where you are to meet Jesus, and he is there to greet you. Look around you. What kind of place is this? Who else is there? You sit down with Jesus and tell him about your day. What does he say to you? Now, return your awareness to the room and gently open your eyes. If you would like to, turn to your neighbour and tell them what you have discovered, or simply sit in silence with Jesus a little longer.